Pisces, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life, because this is your message. And if you're not a Pisces, fear not, because it would not have come to you unless it was meant for you. There's something here that you need to hear somewhere in this video, and I hope you enjoy the exploration of it. It always shows up at just the right time, and Pisces, or whoever's watching, this is where your message begins. And just so that you know, when I was saying that, like, I heard miracle. This is where your miracle begins. But it is where your message begins, but miracles, like, this is where your miracle begins. For some reason, that wanted to come out. So I just got to trust it. Well, let's see what the cards have to say. This is all about judgment in your favor, sort of like divine intervention, resurrecting, coming back, like back up from the dead, this sense of coming back to life, coming back online, people realizing or just having the universe almost exonerate you, that kind of energy of being special, and it finally being visible and seen, and it's like you getting a second lease on life. That's that Judgment card. We had Princess of Wands in reverse, so unsteadiness, uncertainty, yet Nine of Pentacles is there's clearly a lot of value here. Can't hardly wait to get to it or understand it. There's still a little instability here. Then we have the King of Pentacles, which is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Something that's very well established, usually a boss. There's money coming in. I don't know why. This could have been impulsive, or you did it on the fly, or maybe it was a little bit selfish or isolating in a way, but ultimately it definitely demonstrates value, and it is certain or sure, solid offer, absolutely stabilizing, credit where credit is due, somebody finally giving you credit where credit is due. And then we have the Two of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, something that you finally have to make your mind up about, or being able to finally be stable or stabilize after a confusing situation, or stuck without enough information. Now there is kind of stability, or almost like certainty. There's like certainty, or you're capable now of taking action or doing something, or building something, creating something, holding something, having something that you were unsure of. So this is a really stabilizing energy. There's a lot of earth energy here. So it's a very stabilizing time for you. Something's going to smooth itself out, especially with regards to value, or value system, or resources that you have access to. So that's really freaking awesome. Then we have Taurus energy. So yeah, there's financial value coming online, stabilization, something that's secure and known, or something that you're certain of is there. Okay, hold on. Let's get a moon card. I know it's kind of early, but let's get a moon card. I love this. This is financial stabilization, really, or assuredness or certainty with regards to your self-worth that might have been a little bit bruised or damaged. Definitely, it's almost like you don't want to wait on this. This is something that is trustworthy, reliable, stable. Moon card, please, for Pisces. Hello. I guess you're all mooned out after that lunar eclipse, huh? Then we have luck is on your side. It came in. Lightning struck not too long ago. Something happened that was very fortunate for you. Nothing is yet set in stone, though it was wishy-washy. And maybe something like ended and didn't happen, or it seemed like it wasn't going to happen. Meditate and contemplate. It's almost like you didn't understand why. And then we have show the world the real you, putting yourself out there, showing what you're made of, opening something up to a community, opening up your resources and worth, balance spirituality and practicality, finding a way to manifest something into reality that is creating something brand new, but also creating it into reality. And then your hard work is finally paying off. So there was a lot of stuff that popped off for you with regards to, it's almost like something worked out for you, but it's not what you expected to work out for you. But it doesn't matter, because it did work out, and it worked out really, really well. And it's like, whatever didn't work out, let it can go. There was something here that was not meant to be. And ultimately, I think you've been thinking about this for a while. You didn't want to make a decision on this. This was something that you didn't want to acknowledge or admit to yourself. This is something that you almost tried to avoid at all costs. You kind of like tried to hold it back, but it ended. But ultimately that kind of opened you up to allowing yourself to be more authentic and to be more original and to create something that was meant to be real, was meant to be coming into reality. And your hard work is paying off. And let me say this, I got to remind you of this. This is very important. When God gives us our blessings, he will first clear, he, she, whatever you want to call God, it doesn't matter. God will first clear out the rats from our life. So if you have just recently lost somebody, and I don't mean they passed away. I mean, I don't mean they passed away. I mean, like, they've recently gotten out of your life. Like, if that has recently happened to you, it is because that person was not meant to experience or share in your abundance. Because that's what was about to happen. And I think you went on a surprise direction that this person would not even have seen you going on, because they would have discouraged you from doing it. You know, they wouldn't have believed in you. And it's almost like you have to get rid of that dead baggage, no matter that dead weight, no matter how much important you thought they were not meant to be. And God had to clear that out of your life before what was really truly yours came in, because they were fucking it up. They were almost like the little weight that they were constantly adding to you was constantly pulling you off, so you couldn't come into contact with what you were supposed to be coming into contact with. And now, without that extra weight on you, immediately what is yours finds you, because it was meant to be. But yes, you are going to have to accept the loss of something, the loss of a connection, the loss of a position, like a job, right? The loss of a relationship. You're going to have to accept that, because it wasn't yours. And what the beautiful thing is, it almost motivates you to continue or go after what is yours. And it's going to be beautiful, because everything that you've committed yourself to, what you now have the bandwidth to really work hard at, is 100% yours. It's 100% coming to you and working. Your hard work is paying off. So that's something that is very important for you to know. We have peace. Be at peace. That's what's coming your way, is balance.
Can I get under the cover?
We have brown bear. Brown bear comes up when there's something intimidating, when there's something like imposing. Sometimes it is financial, imposition, but it's usually an authority figure, something getting in your face, something distracting you, discouraging you, something that would deter you, right? And then we have give with gratitude and grace, responding to that almost self-sacrificially. It's almost like something had to be sacrificed, is what I can say. Like something had to be cut off. It had to be given away, or like it's almost like throwing a turkey at a bear so that you can escape. It's like something had to be sacrificed and in order for something else to thrive. And that's what had to be lost. It had to be cut off. But that's what it was designed for. That's what it was meant for. So it's without guilt. It's without malice. It's just what had to be. And then we have time to heal, snake energy. So this is that energy of 5-5. So let it shift. Let the toxins purge themselves. Get out of your system. Expel it. This is a time to let that go. There's some toxicity here that needed to be purged, and that is exactly what has happened to you. So don't doubt that. This is actually spiritual healing and cleansing for you that's going to put you back on the right track. If you have just been one step off, if you have been like, why aren't things syncing up for me, and it didn't make sense, this is what's going to make it make sense, because there was a toxin in your life, a circumstance, a situation, or person. It needed to get out. And please don't chase back after them. If this is a person, they're not the answer. They were the problem. They were the issue. They were the skew that skewed you just like that 1 degree off. It just skewed you just that 1 degree off. So that was really important for you to know that it was meant, it had to end. I don't think that you wanted to see it or know it or acknowledge it, and that's the problem. Don't let it be a problem. You have to trust. That's why this message is coming to you, to remind you to trust that that isn't yours. To don't chase after that. Like this message, that you have to hear this. In fact, put in the comments below, I promise I won't chase after it. Like write that below. I promise I won't chase after it. I'll make sure that I give you all a thumbs up when you do that, in support and solidarity, because that's what you have to do. I promise it's gone. I won't chase after that. It's what was skewing you. And now you can put all your heart and all your attention and all your focus without that counterweight that's pulling you off. It's just a little bit, but it's just enough, right? Without that counterweight, now you can go about your business and getting down to what really matters and really counts. And you'll see how quickly your life changes. I mean, it's almost instantaneous. I won't say it is instantaneous, but it is almost instantaneous. I got a moon card. Got the moon cards. Hold on. Got to have these cards. For Pisces, please. Ooh, we have chop wood. Keep working. See, this is where the universe wants you to put your focus into work, right? And include, especially if it's like to chase away heartache, but put all that heartache into your work, right? Heartache is when the best albums are always written. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just put it all in. You let your work consume you now to enable this beautiful energy of progress. Chop wood, it's time to work. Now that you can, now that your obligation is dropped, and yeah. And then we have Treasure Island. And Treasure Island is value that's just coming to you. It's like, okay, this is the way I describe it. And I described it in another video. If you've ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, and if you haven't, go watch it, because it's one of the best stories that's been told, like after Harry Potter and Star Wars. It's that great. if you've ever seen one of the final episodes when Aang is really struggling with being himself and holding true to his beliefs, but also defeating his enemy, which he has to save his world. And it's in that time of absolute desperation that he surrenders and just trusts. And what the universe does is bring into him this floating island. But it's not really an island. It's actually an old ancient creature that's like a tortoise. And he gets his wisdom, his inspiration, and his enlightenment from connecting with this tortoise. He gets his solution. So not only don't give up on what you feel like is impossible right now, know that the universe is guiding you toward an answer that doesn't exist yet, because you're going to discover that answer. And that treasure island is coming to you now because you're finally unencumbered by what couldn't come with you. Okay? That's why Treasure Island, it finds you when it knows you're ready. It was always yours, but it was holding the value until you were ready. And you were not ready until this whatever got out of your life. And that's what's coming to you. So, message in a bottle, it's coming to you. You've been waiting for this. It's been waiting for you. It's been trying to get to you. See, it's all about the water. It's all about floating. It already exists. It's just it had to be in sync. It had to catch that current. You had to get into the current. And something was just throwing you off. And it's not anymore. So it's almost like, listen, me saying it is giving you so much peace, because it's like, maybe you weren't ready to say it yet, but you're actually really, really freaking happy about it. Let's get an angel message before we go to the extended, and I hope all you come. The extended, let me say this, is for a very select few. I've noticed that it is a near personal reading because it is just so few people, maybe 2, maybe 5 people will come over, because, and there won't be the same ones every time. You won't always need to hear it. It is a personal reading. That is how selective it is for the people who come over. So I honestly can't wait to strike up that conversation with you guys. But for the rest of you right now, we have revealing your true self. And there it is, because it was hidden. It was off. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. And then we have own your divine power. You're coming into your full power now. Replace codependent people pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. Done. And divine intervention. That's what happened. God sends divine miracles to answer sincere prayers. Deep inside, you needed this to happen, and you needed God to do it for you, and God just did. And then you have spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. I'll see you in the extended.